Hi everyone and welcome back to The Home Bartender. I'm Anne and back by popular demand is my amazing human and all-around favorite kiddo, Finn.
Hi guys.
This is a really special edition of The Home Bartender. We made today's cocktail for next week really, because next week is May the 4th be with you. So we're getting y'all set up early with this cocktail today. So happy May the 4th all.
Happy May the 4th.
Or May the 4th be with you. Finn and I have been enjoying this cocktail for a while now, and I really wanted to put it on the channel for May the 4th be with you. So who better than our resident Star Wars fan and blue cocktail lover, Finn, to try it with me and tell us what they think. So I'm gonna try it first, actually, while you tell the YouTube family about Tatooine and where the blue milk comes from briefly.
Alrighty, well, Tatooine is where Luke Skywalker grew up with his aunt and uncle. On Tatooine, it's out in the Outer Rim. They farm a lot of blue milk there from bantha, which is a big creature that looks like a buffalo, and they get blue milk out of it.
Go ahead and try it. We're not using any rum today. We're using gin. We're using pineapple juice, orgeat, and coconut cream. This cocktail does have a really creamy mouthfeel, but tell me what you think about it.
I immediately get orange from the blue Curaçao, but the orange flavor from the blue Curaçao. Mm-hmm. And it's got a little bit of a milk flavor, but it's not too creamy. It's got good pineapple flavor too. It's just a good, like, tropical flavor.
I mean, this ultimately is a blue Hawaiian or a pina colada riff. So it's going to be a little creamier. We're using that coconut cream, like I said before, and an orgeat, which gives everything a good mouthfeel. But I used a special gin that this cocktail actually calls for in the mixing of this cocktail, and I do think that comes forward a little bit more, the in particular gin, because Finn and I have been making this for a while, and I've been experimenting with different gins. So do you think that the use of this gin made a difference?
Yeah, I think it does. I think it makes it a little bit more tart than it usually is. It usually feels a little bit more muted, and I don't get the gin flavor as much. I'm definitely getting a little bit here.
Okay. Yeah, overall, I think it's a really fun cocktail to have for May the 4th be with you, but it is a very good cocktail on its own, even if you don't have it for that. And I mean, look at that blue color. Mm-hmm. It's so fun, and it's a really refreshing cocktail. So let's go over the ingredients on how to make this, and we'll do that coming up next. Okay, we have a real tropical delight here today. It's a bit of a blue Hawaiian riff, or pina colada, in other words. So let's get building this one. It takes a ½ ounce of orgeat. Please do me a favor and put whatever orgeat you really like to use down there in the comments. Tell me why it's your favorite. Like I like Liber & Co. because it's not too almondy and it doesn't have a real over-the-top almond flavor, and it's not marzipan sugary flavor either. So you tell me what your favorite orgeat is. I'd really like to know that. Next, we have a ½ ounce of vanilla syrup. I use the 2-to-1 Smuggler's Cove recipe. That means 2 cups of granulated or baker's sugar and 1 cup of water. Get that mixture hot and get it really incorporated before you add the vanilla bean. Then turn off the heat. Now add the bean, but you want to buy the freshest Madagascar vanilla bean that you can find. Split that down the middle and get all of the goodness out. Put that in the pot along with the skin. Let that bean infuse in there at room temperature overnight if you can. I usually end up straining mine a couple times and then putting a part of the pod back into my little container that I've decanted it into. That way I know that it's vanilla syrup. It can't hurt anything. It'll infuse a little bit more. I know that vanilla beans aren't cheap, but it does produce an amazing flavor. You could use vanilla extract if you wanted to, but I think the real bean works the best. It's super, super good in a daiquiri, so give it a try. 1 ounce of coconut cream. The recipe calls for coconut cream, not coconut cream syrup. The first time I made it, I used cream of coconut syrup. It's still very good, but it's a little more sweet. So if you can get full fat coconut cream, you can't go wrong with that, not the coconut cream syrup. 3/4 ounce of lime juice. 3/4 ounce of pineapple juice. ½ ounce of blue Curaçao. 2 ounces of Beefeaters 24 gin. I bought this gin just for this cocktail. I do love gin, but I don't generally turn to Beefeaters for my go-to. Before I bought this, I looked up the botanicals in this specific gin that the cocktail calls for, because I just thought, well, maybe I don't have to buy it, but I ended up just getting it anyway because it's like $25 a bottle. But I think Roku gin would be really lovely in this cocktail. But listen to this, it's made with juniper, coriander, angelica, and your usual botanical suspects that are in a London dried gin, but this one is steeped for 24 hours, hence the name 24, with Japanese sencha tea and Chinese green tea, along with grapefruit peels from Spain. And then along with that, they have orange peels and lemon peels, which gives it a really warm, nutty, pretty citrusy feel. It has really great floral notes. It's really interesting, actually, and it brings a very unique and delicate flavor to this cocktail. Let me get 2 ounces of the Beefeater 24 in our tin. That is all of our ingredients. Let's shake this cocktail up, get some ice in there, and get it going. All right, I'm gonna bring my little milk container, milk glass in here and get some ice in that first. Let's get the cocktail in there. Such a cool color, I love that. It's very bright blue, beautiful. Let's see if I can get my little Surfside Sips lightsaber straw into this container. And there you have blue milk of Tatooine. All right, my final thoughts here are that it's creamy, it's delicious, it's just a fun cocktail, very tropical. I do get a little bit of the orange from the orange Curaçao. I do get the creaminess from the coconut cream. And if you did use the coconut cream syrup, it'll be even more sweet. That's something that I didn't tell you. I used the coconut cream instead of coconut cream syrup or cream of coconut syrup. But anyway, what are your final thoughts on the cocktail?
I think if you make this for your Star Wars party, it's going to be a big hit. Your friends are going to like it. If you have little Surfside Sips straws, they're going to be like, oh my God, it's a little lightsaber, you know? So it's cute.
In a milk bottle,
Yeah.
I mean.
Yeah.
Oh, I should mention that I get these, I actually use these for my syrups, and I got those on Amazon, yeah. I get those on Amazon, and sometimes they're available, sometimes they're not, but I really enjoy them, so it's so cute.
Yeah.
You're right, with this cocktail. So thanks for joining Finn and I so much, and thank you, Finn, for celebrating May the 4th with us all.
Yes, May the 4th.
And for spending time with me today and with everybody else. So that's it for us today. See you next week. Be well.